Okay, it's been a kind of long day. I don't know. Is it a long day? We're getting ready to watch the documentary Rockfield, which is about a studio in the Welsh countryside, made famous by people like Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Led Zeppelin, Hawkwind. Later on, Coldplay, Oasis, and apparently there's some John will go in with a fresh slate and with the expectation that some kind of supernatural energy is going to be involved with surrounding that area around the area, the Welsh countryside. Yes, yes. There are. It's which country? Right. Rhiannon is about that. Well, the Welsh witch. Right. I wonder if Fleetwood Mac used that studio. It's a good bet. We'll be checking that out tonight. Okay, so Lena, we're off Quora for 2 weeks. I got exactly what I wanted. Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, got exactly what I wanted. Off Quora for 2 weeks. That Patricia Edwards has really been raising a ruckus over there. Yeah, well, she's a witch, and a really lousy one. And there's a couple of them over there. So I figured some of your posts would be starting to get to them a little bit. And I don't care. But we have some good answers to questions over there, right? So when we go back on in 2 weeks, we'll copy a lot of our bookmarked answers, at least those, and do a compilation of them and put them all on the blog. So just keep that in mind. That as soon as we get back over there, we will. Do you happen to know? No, I do know what got us off, and it wasn't one of our posts. It was an answer to an innocent enough answer to one of the questions, but she just is on. Edwards is on Morticia Dreadwards is on a witch hunt, and she thinks she's hunting you down, but she got that wrong. What is with her? Ugh. Well, she's one of them, So, all right. So you say they have no power? They don't, unless they have power with other idiots like the bots that run Quora. It's all run by bots, right? So it's like if bots have a meeting, they're gonna gang up on the non-bot, and you happen to be the non-bot, right? So Quora really up until now has been our biggest following. We've had like about 1,000 people on Quora, and they're like, no, they're not our biggest following. Our biggest following is without a doubt YouTube. The blog is also a pretty big following because a lot of people didn't subscribe, but they still check in every day. And we had very heavy traffic the last couple of days over there, so people are getting wise to the mission. Which at this point the mission is over. Not over, but you know, what is the mission? We're on to a new one now. The one that has been documented for 10 years is that's down. That's we did it. We're on easy street. I don't want to get too cocky about it, but we're on to the next mission. We completed that mission very successfully, and actually we came out ahead of time. Even though it seemed like it was down to the wire, we really had time to spare on that mission. I just got frantic. I get frantic, Lena. Yeah, I understand. I understand how you feel. So we're going to be watching Rockfield, right? Rockfield, and that's a documentary that is now streaming on Coda, where we have a a free trial this month. Um, Also, the last couple of videos, just to recap today, we were talking about Mike Tree, the gardener at John's Dakota apartment. And John, did you want to say anything else on the Mike Tree memoirs that are trying to make their way into the public eye? I didn't ever hang out with that guy. He never visited me in uh, uh and with the boating. That's all bullshit story. Yeah, I was like, I never heard of this guy before. Yeah, he's just lying. All right, he's just lying. He's just lying. Right? I was wondering, like, he doesn't make one mention of Fred Seaman. Ha ha ha. His stories sound weirdly like Fred Seaman's stories. Am I off base here? These dopey witches are so stupid. Doesn't that guy's face give you the fucking creeps, that Mike Tree? Yeah, he looks subhuman. It's a very weird look. It's like he's almost human, but he's not. Like, very weird, steely looking, close set eyes, and big ears, and like this crazy little pixie grin on his face. And he doesn't look like a man or a woman, but he looks more womanish than man. Yeah. Freak. We won't say any more about it. Let's just say that he wasn't expecting the commentary that he saw in this camp today. Yeah, are they all shocked, these people, to know that that I'm around? Yeah, they're pretty shocked, all right. But if they believe in the spirit world, why wouldn't you be around? Because they've been dealing with a counterfeit spirit who's a pretty nasty guy, a real dark energy, just the way a lot of them have, and they've been thinking that it's me. Oh, I see. All right, wait. I know this somehow. I do. Just give me a. All right, so there's a doppelganger, and a really crazy one, and a really vicious one, and a really sadistic one, and they think that it's me. So these Satan worshippers, pardon me, I have something in my tooth. These Satan worshippers think that, like, John Lennon is their pal, but he's the king of the Satanists. Do you hear this, Chris? I just want to make sure I got a witness here to the. And they've been absolute. Oh yeah, and they also think Paul is one, and they think Richie's a Satanist, and they also think that George is a Satanist. But I'm like the great big Satanist that they all think I am. How did this happen? Well, there's an awful lot of. Okay, look, Elvis, right? What about Elvis? Do they think Elvis is a Satanist? Elvis is a Satanist. Okay. I'm not. Right. Is Elvis in hell? Yeah, he is. Way been. I've been following this as best I can. So is he totally in hell and never coming out? Yeah, pretty much. There's nothing good about Elvis. Not really. Do you put on his records? No. So when you went to his house to visit Elvis, when you Beatles, yeah, did you? Oh, we could tell. It was I wanted out bad. I didn't like it there. None of us did. Did you think he was going to try to kill you when you were there? It looked like he would have loved to do it. At one point, I caught him just looking at me and... Really? Yeah. So when you channeled Elvis, that wasn't really Elvis. No, it was me, and it was a convincing impression, right? I do those very well. Yes, it was to build up to this point of learning, all right? Because it's a lot for you to take on, and I know we go over this and over this, and I don't mind going over it and over it with you. Because you're still learning discernment, and I know you get this. I know you get this. And yeah, Jimi Hendrix is also not in a good place. No, he's not. And Freddie Mercury is not in the good place. No, he's not. Some of them just got too deep into the bad place. And that's what happens, you know. It's a shame. But they're the stars that fell. And they ain't getting back up. Mm-hmm. Do any of them get back up? It's not good, Lena. It's not good stuff. I mean, it's good stuff for us because we shine the light on this. But yeah, it's bad. Mm. And it has to go down. The deal's got to go down. And what about then Garcia is a dark star? Yes, Garcia is a dark star, and he's not hell bound, but he's not heaven bound either yet. But he is going to be a hopefully positive influence on errant spirits that aren't too far gone. Like a counselor? Yeah, something of that. Hopefully. But you, you know what, Lena? This is God's territory and not mine or yours. My territory was hooking up with you and us getting home. And then we'll see how we can serve God best at that point. But we've done our job, and I don't want you to get too bogged down in who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. You don't see Christopher doing that, and you know what I mean? Yeah, right. I guess I asked too many questions. Do I ask too many questions? No, no. But I'll tell you when you've asked enough, and when you need to let your mind rest a little bit, because we have it nice. And we should just be thankful for that and just concentrate on doing God's work and Mother's work and being happy and helping each other get home. Me, you, Chris. That's our team down here. Me, you, and him. Right, Chris? Yeah, that's our team. That's our core team. And the guys out here, of course, and Amy, Mike, and the kids. And yeah, the kids are all right. Shawnee, Julie, Nell, and Ryan. They're fine. Everyone's happy. Everyone's good. No one wants to bother us today. They're letting us just chill out. But yeah, that memoir, again, this is an idiotic memoir coming out now because these demons are on the run. And this guy now thinks he's going to make money. He's like hard up. And yeah, he did have problems after I supposedly crossed over. He had big problems with Mother and Sam Havatoy. But they don't go into exactly what those problems were. But you know what? He did steal the banjo. I didn't give him no banjo. I didn't give him nothing. And I didn't invite him to be my pal and have lunch with me and talk to me either. None of that happened. Right, because as I was reading his stupid memoirs, I'm like, this sounds like shit that I've seen in other books, like people claiming that they hung out with John, and this conversation is not even convincing. Like, John does not talk like this. This is like stupid, right? Like made up bullshit. Incredible how people, and all he did was come over and water the plants a couple of days a week. And I didn't deal with him. He made it sound like I was his confidant and his buddy. That's what people do. They're really insane. So now this guy's on the run, just like Fred Seaman is, and he's like trying to make a buck off the memoirs, but publishers won't touch it. Plain and simple. Even the publishers know it's a piece of shit. It's not compelling to read, even as a piece of fiction. Trying to pass it off as fact, it's just none of it bears any fruit. What is the story? Okay. Can I get a straight story on Elliot Mintz? Elliot Mintz is a perfect example of keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. So Elliot Mintz is no good. Elliot Mintz is a schmuck. A major ass schmuck. So is he good? And Sean is a great actor. And Sean is the man. Because he has Elliot thinking that he is like, loves Elliot. What about Mother? She thinks he's an asshole. Really? Yeah. Everyone you think is an asshole, Lena, I think they're an asshole too. Guess what? And guess what? Who else thinks they're an asshole? Everyone that we hang out with. Mother, the kids, they all think fucking Mintz is a moron. Mintz is the word. That little mincing mouse. Another one screaming about John's great love for him. Ugh, what an ego-tripping moron. Mm-hmm. So Mother went ahead and made him your publicist? Yeah, why not? It's all a big bullshit story anyway, so she just... You gotta understand, she has fun. She has fun with the idiots. She plays them, boy. She plays them all. She has a grand old time playing the matriarch of the estate. So is he your Twitter? It hardly matters, but there's a couple of guys who man my Twitter estate. One is Jules, one is Mother, one is Mintz. Occasionally, she lets him be a spokesman. The day that he was on the Twitter account answering questions wrong, and I fucking called him out, that's the day that the John Lennon estate blocked us on Twitter. That's the joke. I came up against him. He's so stupid. So stupid. He didn't even know what was going on the album cover of Imagine, or whatever the fuck it was. Right. Was that Mind Games? No, it was Plastic Ono Band, Mother, that album. Right, and somebody asked on the album cover, what were you gazing at? And he said, the sunset. And John answered, that's not the sunset, you idiot. That was like 12 noon. I remember, like, what are you talking about, the sunset? You could tell by the picture that it's not the sunset. They were gazing at the sunset. I'm Elliot Mintz. I'm an asshole. Yeah. He is such an asshole. I know. So yeah, we could bullshit with the best of them. What's crazy is that nobody ever figured out that we were playing them. We were having the time, a lot of times we were having the time of our life, laughing up off the other side of our face at these idiots who were interviewing us, thinking that, oh, I'm good friends with John Lennon. Boy, he tells me everything. None of it stuff we told him were true, ever. Told him so much crap you wouldn't believe. Then we go home and be laughing our ass off. Really, yeah. The media. It's great fun, really. You can't beat them, join them. You might as well talk a big line of shit just like they do all day long. That's true. So we could come back later if you want, or maybe early in the morning if we're up. Usually we get up around 3. Maybe we can do the review, but let's watch that documentary now before bed. Because I think you're going to find it very interesting, especially when we get to the boys of Oasis. Can you give me a spoiler? Are the boys of Oasis devil worshippers? What's your gut feeling? I'm starting to feel like they are. Yeah. They self-destructed for some reason. You got to understand something about devil worshippers. They keep it in the family, and they all hate each other. So they're always related. Everybody's related in these devil worship covens, and they always can't stand each other. Think the perfect example is the Van Bergen women, Mildred and Testa Mess. Yeah, she's one of those two. They all hate each other. They all talk behind each other's back. But they can't live without each other because nobody else will have them. Because they're all crazy and weird from being devil worshippers. So they got no one else. All right. And you start to figure out who's what. But yeah, the Oasis boys, yeah. So the spell we did with the skulls to get them back together, that was for nothing? No, it wasn't for nothing. It was to see if there was any. That's some very strong. We did some very strong spiritual work on them. And you will notice that at the time that we did that spiritual work, there was actually some talk in the wind from both of their camps about them getting back together. But then they self-destructed again. They're both stupid, bloody drunks, and they can't get along. And also, the two of them are busy worshiping devils together. That's what they do. They see each other at the meetings, whatever they do. Drink blood, I don't know. I don't get involved in that, right? Who knows where they get the blood from? Each other. I really don't care, and neither should you. Right. We're just trying to vanquish that, not glorify it or think about it. But I do want to watch that documentary. I'll need a night off. All right. The full moon is starting to come up. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah. What time is the full moon tomorrow or today? I think it is just past midnight tonight. So, if I'm not mistaken, we'll take a look. But technically, it's December 18. So, and then soon it's going to be Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere I go. Where's my pipe? Where's my pipes of peace? I gotta play that song. What are those words? Da 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 da. I don't know that song. You laugh at everything. You play a song now. All right. What do you? Okay. That's no good. Are you trying to do city side? What? Yeah. This pipe is no good for that. All right. We'll find the note. Wait. Close enough. Children laughing, people passing. Da 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 da. This is Santa's big scene, and on every street corner you hear da 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 silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city, dingling, hear them ring, soon it will be day. How's that, John? That was great, honey.